I treated myself to a couple of new role-playing items, additions to my collection. Free League Publishing, they're actually out of Sweden, and to say um, the quality of their items, the production quality is outstanding is an understatement. I mean, they produce just fantastic stuff. Now, one of the games they produce is Dragonbane, and I picked up the Game Master screen for Dragonbane. I picked up Dragonbane itself some time back, and it was a contemporary of Dungeons and Dragons back in the day. Um, it was Sweden was having trouble importing D&D, possibly trouble licensing it, so they invented their own Dragonbane, and it's about the same as some of the earlier D&Ds as far as rules uh, crunchiness. But it's a fun game. I picked that up a while ago. I figured I better get the Game Master screen just to have the whole thing, just a little completionist stuff going there. But they make a number of different, or they publish a number of different rule books, different games. They've bought or licensed a number of intellectual properties. They've got the old Twilight 2000 they're producing now, Tales from the Loop, Electric State, a number of things. Now, one of the games they produce is Morkborg, uh, Dark City in Swedish. And it's a rules light but very grim, dark fantasy role playing game. It's like D&D if things went just horribly wrong. But it's the rule set itself is spoken of very highly, and the book itself, the rule book, is extraordinarily artistic. Now, I'm not particularly interested in grimdark fantasy. I like a little lighter stuff, even lighter maybe than Tolkien. Um, so I wasn't overly interested in the book, although visually it's absolutely stunning. It's very much got a death metal vibe to it. However, they produced another game, and they published another game called Cyborg, and it's a cyberpunk uh, genre role-playing game that's based on the Morkborg rules. And again, a very light set of rules, very easy, very well spoken of. Haven't had even a chance to read through the book yet, but when it came in, I was just absolutely flabbergasted. This thing is just absolutely gorgeous, and it's not just artistic on the cover. The production quality, it's stitched bindings, it's glossy pages, and every single page is a work of art. It can make things a little hard, possibly, to read once in a while, although it does have rules breakdowns in the end papers, so it's easy to find. But the setting and the characters and everything, the like I said, every page is simply a work of art. So this is, while it's a totally functional game, it's very much a work of art, and it's very much of cyberpunk, very very grim cyberpunk style, and it's got two bookmark ribbons in it and everything. But as I said, I haven't had a chance to read through it yet, although I've been watching videos before I purchased it. Very well thought of. It's straightforward, fairly rules light, um, but the style both in the game, in the character design and the game design, and then just the book itself. As I said, these are high quality, glossy pages, stitched binding, hardcover, and for the money, I mean, it's just fabulous. Now it's a little thicker than you might expect for how rules light it is, but it's mainly because of the layout. They have a lot of images, not a lot of text necessarily per page, um, but I'm thoroughly pleased with it. I'm super glad I got it. I'm still not interested in Morkborg for any, or Pirate Borg, or a lot of the other stuff, but I kind of like the cyberpunk genre, and this just struck my fancy. And as I said, the art on it is just so on point for what they were trying to design, and the game itself, the setting, the characters is just very grim dark in a cyberpunk setting even. And everything, like I said, I haven't had a chance to really read through it yet, haven't played it yet, obviously. But just when it came in, it was just so impressed with the vision and the art. And I'm very pleased with my purchase, even if it turns out I never end up playing it. But I'm definitely got to thumb through. As I said, the rules are spoken of very highly. Um, Light but well balanced. Um, the setting and the genre and everything, um, they don't go overly detailed. They expect you to fill in the detail as you play, you and your players. But yeah, I mean, it was just. I'm very pleased with my purchase. I'm very pleased with my Dragon Paint GM screen. So yeah, they've got some other items I'm looking at. They've got the Alien RPG. I mean, they've licensed a number of different RPGs, and as I said, their production quality is just absolutely superb. So I'm not afraid to purchase anything from them, and the price has been fairly reasonable for everything I've gotten from up to date. But yeah, so Cyborg. Another one I would like to get from them is Death in Space, and again, it's a very grim, dark science fiction thing. Uh, but it's not available right now. I'm not sure if it just sold out or what's going on. But if that becomes available, I would like to pick that one up for the collection. Although they seem perfectly playable, they're the rules themselves quite intuitive and not overly crunchy to the point where you're going to spend all your time just learning the rules. But anyway, so yeah, Free League Publishing. Now I got mine from Amazon. It was a little less expensive if you ordered directly from Free League in Sweden. A little more expensive. I think it's just the shipping, whatnot. But when you buy a hard copy, you do also get a PDF, which I did not. I got the hard copy, no PDF, which is fine. I don't like working with PDFs anyway. But yeah, I'm very, very pleased with my last couple purchases.